Hey, we're going to do a little bitty trout streamer here called the Deadly Shiner. We're going to do it in a pearl version. Here's what the finished fly is going to look like. Now keep in mind that most of this collar is up and on the sides. If I can, I'm going to want to get it on the underside as well. This is a fly I don't have a lot of experience tying, but I'm kind of working on my style. So let's see how we do here. This is an Alec Jackson covert nymph hook. It's not intended as a so here we go again. And what I'm going to try to do here, it's you would think just putting a bead on and tying a fly was simple, but it's not always. I need to try to firm up this bead. You often add your materials and then you firm up your bead later. But I'm actually trying to firm this up now. That's why I'm making a taper here. And I think that makes the fly come out better. Anyway, I'm not sure, not an expert, but we're gonna make a very fishable little streamer here. Now I'm using DNA hollow chromosome flash here, and this is pearl. See, pearl. This material comes in a number of colors, and you can vary the color of your little streamer. And what this is just a little bitty tiny skinny little baitfish fly. These things really work. So I'm going to get it about this long and I'm going to cut it. Tie it on here. How do I know this fly works? Because, well, I have my sources in the industry. These fellows tell me, Jay, this is absolutely dynamite fly. People are fishing it all over the country. So, and then I get distracted. I say, you know what? I'm not going to have enough material on this. So I'm going to add, I've got enough for the tail. I'm not going to have enough for the front. So I've added some. Anyway, so you talk to the reps and you see what are people, whoops, I forgot the body. See what an expert I am? Lagerton carded flat braid. You could use a silver, or you could use a pearl. I'm going to get back to the story I was telling initially. You talk to the reps. What are people fishing? What are the fly shops buying? That's an interesting fly. Bet you people would be interested in how to tie that. So this fly has been fishing effectively all over the country, which I'm not too surprised. It looks a lot like a Super Duper Spoon that I fished back in the 60s with a Mitchell 300 and 4-pound test monofilament. It's about the size. So let's take a peek here. I think I have this. I know I'm stumbling for words here. Use your words, Jay. You want to wrap this all the way forward till it's pushing up against the bead, and then you want to pull it back. When you pull it back, you try to get it around, all the way around the hook shank. And you may or may not succeed. And it's going to catch fish even if it isn't all the way around the hook shank. Getting it all the way around the hook shank is a matter of craftsmanship. So I actually didn't have it all the way up to the bead, so I'm gonna go back. One of the fun things about tying a new pattern, it may be fairly simple, but there are little tricks you have to pick up. Like, for example, my thumb pad keeps getting caught on the hook point. Okay, now I did a better job that time. Now, if I stop here, it's not going to do it. So I have to wrap back a little bit further. Whoa, that looks good. Now, it is a little bit on the thick side, and if I go forward here, I gotta build this part up some more so it doesn't slip off that shoulder. Let's build it up a little bit more. Okay, that is just the right amount of thread. No more, no less. Good finish. Now you could use a super glue here, but what I'm going to do instead, so first I'm going to trim. I'm going to trim this just to the back of the hook bend. Boom, there we go. Here's a long one. Now I'm going to use some Loon UV resin. This is a fine flex. It doesn't have to be a flex, but I want this to be nice and glossy. And I don't want to wait for it to dry like you would with Loctite.
Will you show us what the label looks like?
I sure will. Here is the label. Is this the only kind? No, there's other kinds, but that's a good product. Okay, here is our deadly shiner in a pearl. Really nice little trout streamer. Get out there, tie a few of these, and have some fun. Thank you.